Good evening and welcome to another weekly edition of Everything Vaguely Paranormal. I am Ryan Roberts and these are my partners in the paranormal, Mr. Blake Smith and Miss Shelley Pruitt. How we doing tonight, guys?
Child, that full moon is about to get me.
This full moon is go the fuck away. I am over it. If y'all been feeling it, yeah, we're kicking it off that with that. Yeah,
dude, shit has been wild all week for a lot of people.
It seems like everybody's energy's just slightly off kilter. So I've like done my best to stay in the house. I'm like, I don't want that stuff on me.
That's probably the best policy is just to stay at home.
Yeah, because y'all know I have rage issues.
Not the rage issues. No, for real. This full moon is intense this go round. So it's like
it is. Well, I mean, maybe it has something to do with it being October. Welcome to spooky season, y'all. Year spooky season. Me too.
I'm here. But we've been kind of spooky seasoning all year long. So
I mean, we live in a constant state of spooky season, but for the general population and normal people, it's spooky season now. And we are anything but that. But you know, we're trying to figure out how we wanted to start this off, and we couldn't think of a better way to kick this off than to have a really good friend of ours come on and tell you about some really cool stuff that's going on. Are you guys ready to bring our guest on this evening?
No, not at all. Let's just sit here and bullshit.
We have before, and we could now.
Yes, I'm excited for our guest. Bring his ass on.
All right, so we're going to have our friend, paranormal investigator and owner and curator of Oklahoma's only haunted museum, Kaden's Kuriosities, and good friend Kaden Spruill on. Brings Kaden up on the screen.
I got to click the button. My
bad. I'm just watching. That's it. Oh.
Yeah. That's all right. I was sitting over here watching the comments, and he says your name, and I'm like, "Oh shit! I got to click the button, put him on the screen." Crap!
Yeah, where's he at?
Hey, you guys, how are y'all?
Hey, great. Where are you coming to us from tonight? That's a lovely pink wall in the background.
Oh, thank you very much. The dolls really like it. I had a bunch of color samples, and they chose this color, and it's called Royal Plum or something like that. But I'm actually live from our museum, right from the doll room of the museum.
Oh my God, because I thought that maybe that was like your bedroom and there was like a cot underneath that shelf right there where all the dolls are at.
No, if my house looked like this, I'd be terrible. It'd be scary. It'd be scary.
Mine somewhat does, but I only have like nine haunted artifacts in my house. They're actually in this room with me. So yeah.
That's 9 too many.
For sure. We counted all the dolls yesterday for the first time in a hot minute since we transported them all over here. And we have over 167. And that's if I didn't miscount. 167 dolls just in this room. And that's not counting all the other artifacts in the museum as well.
So
yes, and they're all actually staring at me.
I was going to say 167 pairs of eyes on you right now. No pressure.
Yes. I know that wall for sure has 125, and they're all staring at me. And then this wall has the rest. Yeah.
They're just sitting across from him like...
Yeah. Like, go ahead, Kaden. Go ahead, Kaden. Tell us all, all about us.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kaden. What do you want to say?
If I get it wrong, they'll be mad. Yeah.
So, Kaden, I like you said you had 167. I know you added, about 5 or 6 the last time we hung out together when we were up in Kansas City?
Yes, for sure. It's something about their energies. I just like picking them up.
I mean,
about a creepy, good-looking doll. You just know that's what you got to have.
Dude, I think you freaked Linda out with the marionette coming back.
Oh, probably for sure. Oh, the marionette. That's actually really cool. I have him actually right here. He's behind this Annabelle case, but you can kind of see him sticking out right there on the side. But one of the spirit here actually doesn't like him. I might have to move him out of this room. Yes, he ended up on the floor the other day. We were talking on the spirit box. And Jack, one of our resident spirits, not a haunted object spirit, actually does not like him at all. He said, I think it's because he had problems with the law in his past. So I'm actually going to have to move him. The marionette, if you remember, is a police officer from like,
he is.
I think it's 1940s. I think it's what it is.
Okay, so what's Jack's problem then? What
Oof, man, what isn't Jack's problem? I'm just kidding. I need the Wi-Fi to work. I'm just kidding. Jack is our residential spirit. Tammy from API actually helped me narrow down who he was, but he's a older gentleman. We think maybe 40s, 50s, 60s, possibly. It's hard to narrow down, when you're talking to him. But we believe he's a preacher, and he does not like anything as the cat balls and stuff are going off next to me. Yeah, he's here. But he does not he's not a fan of any of it. I have a Ouija board section. The Ouija boards end up on the ground. So actually after this weekend, I built him a little religious section with all the Bibles and stuff I've been collecting. and I put some nun dolls with him as well. I think he's a little bit happier, but he's been here for a long time. He lived on the 3rd story of the museum, which was wood at the time, and it's since been removed for safety hazards. But he had an apartment up there, and I don't know if he's passed away here, but we've gotten quite a bit on his backstory, and he's actually a really neat little character, and hopefully he stays happy. The room he's in is actually the room behind me. That's the room he usually stays in, and that's also where I put the religious section as well.
Nice, man.
So I want to start off with an easy question for you, because we know that you are Oklahoma's only haunted museum. Where in Oklahoma are you?
We're in the great Lincoln County, Chandler, Oklahoma. Chandler, Oklahoma. It's a beautiful place. The town is kind of on the edge. They don't really love the spooky stuff, but hopefully we'll win them over. We're doing a lot of charity work to hopefully make up for all the spirits we got living in here. I think it'll make them happy. They don't like the spooky stuff as much. So we just kind of push that it's a beautiful museum. It's basically you're going into like your grandma's antique store. That's basically what it is.
You're like,
a
no,
lot of locals.
yeah. I was gonna say you're like, no. I have spirits. They'll do the work. I promise. It's okay. It's all right. It's fine.
Yeah.
So you're lying to him right off the bat.
Allegedly.
Very good. You've watched the show before.
So I gotta ask you, man. I gotta ask you then, have you had any problems with the locals? Has somebody shown up yet and been like freaking out on you for what you're doing?
Not yet. I have heard some upsetting rumors. Yeah, Liz is laughing at me because I had to deal with some stuff this week, but there were some problems earlier this week, but I think we've got them all negotiated and worked out. I think the town's it's new. We've only been here for a month, so hopefully they'll give us a chance. And we welcome any of them to come check us out if they're a local. This cat ball over here is just going crazy. If they're local, we would love to have you. If you do swing by, I shared this on Facebook. Hopefully there are some locals. We do want you to come. Don't knock it until you try it. It's not anything crazy. There's nothing satanic. There's no demons. There's nothing. It got a bad rap from the beginning. I don't know why, because like I said, none of them have came and looked at it yet.
You live in the Bible Belt, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's true, Miss Shelley. That's true, and they are not a fan of it. But I think we'll be fine. I've got a really good contract with the museum, the Lincoln County Pioneer History Museum, and I think we will be okay. I just hope the locals kind of take to it because I think they're missing out. You know, I mean, it's all fun. It's all fun and games. You know,
right?
It's nothing crazy. There's nothing satanic, demonic, anything bad here. And if there was, it wouldn't be here. It wouldn't be here. It's got other things in town they can go mess with.
You know, people will always kind of shy away from the paranormal, but you get them by themselves, and suddenly they're like, well, you know what? This one time this thing happened. They all have a story.
Yes, but they don't believe in it. And I mean, I get it. It's your beliefs. I'm not against any of that. I've got my own beliefs as well, but come check it out. You would have an amazing time. So if there's any locals listening, come swing by. You'll love it. I do have a lot of good help from the community as well. There are some people that really enjoy it. They've came through and have really enjoyed it, especially our movie nights and stuff, because we do have a movie theater, but they don't play any like scarier stuff. And so whenever I do my Saturday night horror movies, we actually get some locals that come by.
Nice.
So we appreciate them. We appreciate all the support we get from our locals, and I hope they enjoy us and keep us around.
Heck yeah, man. So I got to ask you too, man, like what possessed you to start a haunted museum?
Nice wording.
Nice wording, Ryan.
It might have been a possession, Ryan. That's probably exactly how it started. Well, as you know, I once I got into the paranormal field, it was just kind of like an addiction, you know. Once you start doing it, you're just like, okay, cool. And then you find out there's like different fields of the paranormal where there's like objects, buildings, locations, equipment, even, and everybody kind of finds their own thing. And mine was finding objects. For some reason, I know it sounds crazy, but I don't have any connections or anything, but I've got pretty good eye for collecting haunted objects. They just got an energy, and you just pick up on that energy, and you take it home, and then you play around with it, mess around with the spirit box, dowsing rods, the basic stuff. And they usually will talk to you as long as you're nice. I mean, just treat them like they're anybody else. But I got it started just by collecting. I had one doll that was given to me as a gift because the lady just didn't want it in her house. She's actually here next to me. Her name is Paula. And then once that lady passed away, her family donated me the rest of her dolls. And then that's whenever I kind of got addicted. And that's been like 4 years ago. And we've been going ever since.
So your first haunted doll, what's her name?
Her name's Paula. And I actually named her after the lady that gave it to me. Because she actually passed away probably almost like 6 weeks after I got her. And I think she's actually one of the spirits that's in around with the dolls. Because whenever she passed away, I got her collection from her family, and it was almost 23 dolls, I believe. And some of them I have moved. I know it's a lot. That's what I mean. They're all staring at me right now, making sure I get the story right. Yeah, I don't want any of them to follow me home. But I actually have Paula right here.
Oh, let's see, Paula. Put her up a little closer to the camera.
Here, I'm gonna do a solo layout for you. There you go.
Wow.
This is Paula. She's got beautiful braided hair. Some of them are messed up. She's not in the best condition because
she was
did
loved.
have to live in a box. Yes. But she's very beautiful, and I've named her after the lady that passed away. She's actually local in the next town over in Stroud, but I think her spirit is mostly connected to her and some of the other dolls we talked to. The lady comes through. She's a very nice lady, lovely lady. I think she's happy that her dolls didn't end up in a landfill or something. I think she's happy with where they went.
What kind of activity do you get from Paula?
Oh my goodness. Paula likes to talk. She goes through on the spirit box. She's got a very demanding presence that comes through. And you know when you're talking to her because she kind of sounds like, I would explain it like a Southern grandma, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It's like a deeper Southern voice, and it's like sounds like an older lady. But she comes through on the spirit box a lot. And then another doll that's smaller than Paula actually moves around. Like I'll find it on different shelves, or she'll fall off them to the floor. Now that they're in here. When they were in my garage, I didn't have a bunch of activity other than like my tools going missing, and then finding them later on. But now that they're in here, they do move around. I know that sounds crazy, but I'll ask Liz. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Back it up. You just keep skimming over this. They just move around.
He says it so casually, like it's expected.
I know. Like she's just on another shelf. It's whatever. But wait. You literally mean like this thing is changing locations from where you leave her, you get there the next morning, and she's just completely somewhere else.
Yep.
Now, Kaden, I know that you are tech savvy.
Hell no.
Have you considered putting a camera on her?
Yes, we are going to have security. Well, I want to do kind of like what Chad Wandell's doing at the Old Park Hotel. I really loved what he's doing with the cameras. Mm-hmm. I think that's our future. Where we're going to go with it. And also, a lot of the dolls are porcelain, and if they keep face diving off the shelf, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Yeah. And I don't want to bubble wrap the whole ground right below them because it's quite a big shelf.
Yeah.
So this is an issue? You have dolls just regularly just face planting off the shelves?
Yes. Some of them are actually restricted. They are on stands, but not all of them. I have a lot of them where they're like sitting with their legs bent so they can't face dive off the shelves. But some of them, if they want to move and let me know they're here, or if that doll wants to talk to me this week or that day or whatever, they'll be on the floor, in the chair, on the desk. And I'm the only one with the key other than Liz, who helps me out. And Liz just came up here. I live a little bit farther than Liz, and she'll pop over here and the lights will be on, the fans will be on, all kinds of stuff that we didn't leave on. And the museum helps us with our electricity, so we try to be courteous and make sure we turn everything off. And so she'll have to come and turn the lights off. But whenever she does, she'll collect a doll off the ground, or I've actually seen them be on the ground. And then also, I've actually seen them move. They move their arms and they look at you.
Oh,
it's just, they move their arms. They move their little bows on their head. Some of them are wearing hats. Some of them have stuff in their hands. And I swear they'll be like move, like their wrists will move. They'll be like holding something, and it'll be like, whoa, it'll be like different. And I know no one's touched them because it's pretty labeled pretty well. I wouldn't want to go into a haunted location and touch stuff, if that makes any sense.
The ones that are face diving off of the shelf, like you were talking about, do you think that's Jack just being pissy, or do you think they're actually trying to move around?
Do you think Jack's knocking them off, or do you think they're just like goodbye, cruel world?
Jack is only one of the spirits. There's 5 spirits that are attached with this area, this building. But and then we're not counting the other 200 possible spirits that are in all my objects. Some of the dolls, I think, are doing it for attention. Some of the dolls are doing it for attention. I'll bring them. We'll sit them on a table. Like right now, you guys are on a table. We'll sit this spirit box there. I'm like, okay, you want to talk? Here you are. What's your name? How old are you? Boy, girl? Where I tell them wherever I found them. Like I found them in Texas, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Iowa. Is that where your original owner was? A yes, no. Are you the original owner? Yes, no. It actually works out pretty well. I actually really enjoy talking to them. I love getting their stories, their backstories of everything. I don't know. It sounds weird, but usually whenever they're on the ground, I know they kind of want to talk. So I'll pick them up and then give them some time to talk to me. Because obviously, if they were willing to face plant with a porcelain head, then
do not reinforce negative behavior. We do not do that. They can sit on the shelf and wait their turn.
I think what you need to do instead is probably like get a therapist in there to talk to the dolls. Like, hey, you don't have to face.
Is this you low key telling me, Blake, I need a therapist?
I mean, maybe you have over 200.
That's actually a really good idea. Kaden, you could become the paranormal therapist and go and talk to these haunted dolls. Okay, there is a niche for someone right there. That is something I have never heard is a paranormal therapist for haunted dolls. I mean, hell, everybody else going to therapy. Why not your haunted object?
Oh, wait.
That down.
Slow down 1 second. Let me just...
No, it's too late, Blake. I wrote it down. It's my idea now.
Yes, the haunted object therapist. Got a haunting? We can help. We'll talk it out.
Just for some reason, see Kaden like walking into a place. He's just walking over to a stuffed elephant, being like, "How does it make you feel today?"
Taking out his pen and his notepads. Would you like to lay down?
He's got a mini doll. He's like, "Show me on the doll."
100%, 100%. We gotta go all out. I have a chair and everything. I want my glasses for that.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Absolutely. What a great little niche position.
Some of them do though talk a lot. Yes, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so Adam, I know that you don't have any, demonic thing or satanic or anything like that, which I think is cool. I think that's great. I do not abide by those rules in my own collection. However, I digress. However, we all know that in haunted collections, there's always one that is probably the most prevalent, naughty, whatever. Which one is that?
I've actually gotten quite a few things. I do have one doll in particular that has just a terrible attitude. We do have some occult things that do possess a little bit stronger energy, but I don't believe there's any spirits connected to them. I just think maybe they have a little bit of a darker presence because of what they could have been used for. But I would say something like that I keep in a case. I have this one doll. She's got an attitude problem. She's very, she actually kind of like spooks me. She actually kind of spooked me.
She needs therapy.
Yes, she needs therapy, and I need another therapist for myself as well.
How does she spook you, Kaden?
Oh my goodness. Whenever I first got her, opened her out of the box. Oh, also, I got her from a TikTok follower. I've actually got quite a few people that send me artifacts through the mail. I feel bad for the mail carrier. They don't even know. My mom gets mad because I send them to her house. Yes. I was sitting on the couch. Don't tell Mama. Yes, I was sitting on the couch whenever it happened. But, Liz actually brought her to me out of her case. If you guys want to see her. I don't have a name for her. She's actually newer, but she possesses a little bit more of a spookier energy. Oh yeah, see her eyes just pop up.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh, that's her head's on backwards right now.
Of course it is.
Well,
okay.
Oh, Blake, can you full screen him?
I did.
But her eyes, I cannot make this up. Her eyes stay closed. I mean, they open and close like they're supposed to, how originally they were supposed to. But her eyes were closed. The whole time I had her, I got her out of the box, had her upside down, was checking her out, looking for any tags, any markings to see how old she is, because she's a composition doll, so she's quite a bit older. And I set her on the couch to take a photo of her to send it to Sal and Linda, and her eyes pop open like instantly as I snap the photo. And that gave me a little spook, and my mom was sitting next to me, and she said, "No, you got to get that out of the house." Like, okay, my bad. I'll go put it in the car. But her eyes stay open, but she's got lazy eyes, and they pop open and closed all the time, like by nose. And But whenever she comes through on the spirit box, I believe her name, I want to say we got Abby the other day. Sorry, Liz has to help me because I'm not good at remembering everything. But her name's Abby, I believe, and she comes through as a man. She's a man.
Huh.
And her voice is very thicker on the spirit box, and she, sorry. Yeah, don't look at me like that. She comes through on the spirit box kind of in like a manlier voice. I think it is a man. I'm still working on her. I actually just got her last Monday, but then we were out of town, so I haven't worked with her a bit. But she spooks me a little bit because she's just got like a thicker energy. Like just holding her makes you feel like it's just a little thicker.
I find it
not
really
as light and
interesting.
happy.
I find it really interesting that you've had no issues since we've gotten on the last 20 minutes, and as soon as you put her up in the camera, you glitched.
Yeah,
a couple times. Yeah,
glitching a lot.
And now that she's gone,
you're fine.
Yeah, I believe that she's got.
That's interesting.
Well,
I got a few of them.
You said you have occult items. What occult items do you have?
Yes, we have things. We have crosses, no pentagrams or anything like that, but we do have crosses and stuff that came from different. We have Masonic temple stuff like that. Nothing crazy as in like satanic cults and stuff. We try to, this is a kid-friendly area, but we do collect books, and a lot of our books come from different things, different occultist books. We've got 4 of them. They're all basically kind of like this. This is actually one that someone sent us on Instagram as well. She actually sent me a few items, but philosophy and Oriental occultism. So I don't know, but we have quite a few books like that. And then on the inside, there's like hand notes and stuff from whatever people were doing with it. But
oh shit.
Yeah.
So,
but
we actually just had a suggestion in the comments was
What?
for us to get your Abby, I think was her name, the one that you just showed, the doll.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
To get Abby and Brenda together and see what happens.
Do you want your house to burn down?
Brenda's
I paid a lot of money
mine
for this museum. I don't want to burn it down.
Yeah,
I don't want to burn it down.
Brenda. Brenda is mine. That's the one that I've showcased a couple of times on here. The one that has no eyes. It just got such a, they were like, get her and Brenda together. I don't know about all that. It's interesting though that the one that I asked, what's your most naughty, and then my most naughty, they both have issues with the eyes.
Yes. I've actually got quite a few of them that don't have their eyes anymore. And it's not for me. We leave the dolls how I find them, other than if they like bugs or something, we do clean them up. But we don't change anything about them because that's the way we found them. That's the way they came. Some of them like what they're wearing and stuff. They don't want to be changed. But I did learn about getting them new vessels while we were at that other Paracon last weekend with Mysterious Mike and Sam. I did not realize that it was something like that simple. So if they want a new body, they can move into a new body. I did not realize that. But I've actually got quite a few of them that their eyes are messed up. And they are some of the creepier ones that people don't really love as much. They're beautiful dolls, but their eyes are missing or something's wrong with their face. And they just look a little bit creepy. So I'm looking at them. They're like the size of children. I've got like 4 of them that are the size of children. And they're all missing their eyes. They have beautiful eyes. I can see them in their head, but it's kind of the
so
eyes.
Have you, since you have so many spirits in that room attached to so many items, when you've been doing work on a spirit box or anything, have you ever heard like a couple of them arguing with each other over the spirit box?
Oh yeah, I can hear them through my headphones when I'm in here listening to music loud, all the way as loud as possible, because I don't want to be talking to none of them whenever I'm trying to get work done. Not all the time, sorry guys, but I can hear them talking through the headphones, like they're using the energy from your phone, your iPad, whatever I'm doing up here. My battery will die super fast. But yes, on the spirit box, yes, they will always argue. We haven't had any terrible arguments to where some of them don't get along, other than a few of them actually said they don't like the policeman puppet. Other than Jack, a few of them actually said they don't like the policeman puppet. I don't necessarily know
why.
What's
wrong with the policeman puppet?
I don't know. I do feel bad for him because I have not actually spent any time with him. We just got him last weekend. I put him in a little quarantine area. And then ever since I brought him out, everybody's been unhappy with him. I don't know.
They need to quit bullying him. That's just rude.
That's true, because he's a little cute little guy. He's a little police officer just doing his work.
So what is it? So I know like my process whenever I bring something in, and just verification, or is it haunted, stuff like that. What is so you get something, what's your process once you get it, bring it to the museum to put it on display? How does that work?
Yes, it's actually simple, but also I think it's effective. I bring it in, and it's just like if you were to get a puppy or something, you don't want it to be with your other dogs because something might be attached to it or something. So I usually we have multiple rooms here in my museum, and the movie theater room, I'll set up a table and I'll put all of the items we got on this table. I'll put spirit box with them, EMF meters, and we'll just ask them. Because usually if I go through and just feel the vibe, the energy, stuff like that, you can usually tell if they're good or if they're going to be a problem, something like that. I've only had 3 that were a problem, and I've given them to other doll museums because I just don't want any negative stuff at the moment. It's not what we're looking for, but they sit on the table for almost a week. Usually if I get them, I'll put them out Sunday, and then the next Friday when we're about to open, I'll look at them, make sure they're clean, everything, and then we'll put them out with the rest of the group. We usually introduce them to them. If I get their name, I'll introduce them, but some of them, I got $200. Sometimes they just get put into it, and I'll be like, we're going to get you, we'll get your story, or they'll face plant off the table, and they'll tell me they want to talk right now.
Have you ever thought about getting those little "Hi, my name is" name tags and setting them on their feet or their dress so that the other spirits can know who they are?
Yes, that's true. We try to, if we get their name, we'll tell everybody, this is Sarah, this is Paula.
I just see Kaden in front of this wall of $125, like, all right, Sam, this is Becky, Mindy, Sally, Susie.
No, I picture it more like an AA meeting. Everyone, this is Sam. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam. Yeah.
And there goes Kaden.
Oh, did he leave?
I think he's having video issues. But that's okay. I think we can still hear him.
There he is. He's back.
There you are. You're back.
Sorry, for some reason my Bluetooth got disconnected, and I can hear y'all through my iPad, but can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine, man.
Yeah, you sound great.
There it goes.
They're messing with your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, right now they're messing with the Bluetooth, which these things never hardly work whenever I'm trying to get something accomplished here. That's for sure. But okay, they're back on now.
I want to go back to what you were talking about when you said you're listening to music in the place and you have your headphones in and you're hearing them talk over your headphones. Have you heard anything that's like scared the crap out of you?
You think you're crazy. You generally think you're crazy whenever you're in here. Which the original spirits, the 5 spirits that are in this building, they were talking and communicating, throwing stuff while we were working on the remodeling. But as far as like the arguments and stuff, they sound like if you had your earphones in and you're like at a basketball game or a football game, like the crowd just roaring behind you, it makes you feel like you're crazy because you can stop the music and you'll hear it like fade out. Like they don't want to talk. Like they don't want to talk to you. They're talking with everybody else. Maybe using the radio frequencies is what I'm thinking, because it sounds like you can hear your music perfectly fine, but then you can hear whispers and stuff around you. But I did have something I did have somebody yell at me from while I had my earbuds in, and I thought I knew who yelled at me. I thought it was one of our worker ladies. Her name's Brenda in the other museum. I thought she yelled at me, because it was just straight, clear as day, her voice, Kaden. I was like, okay, cool. I was on the ladder, so I got down, took off my ears. I was like, Brenda? And I was like, no one responds. So I went down, I go, and they're already closed up and locked up for the day, which mind you, was like 6 o'clock. The museum closes at 4. So it was weird. I was like, oh man, maybe she needs help with something. Because sometimes she stays late to work on exhibits. And there was no one in the museum. All the lights are off. But that's a pretty spooky little thing. That's the first one that's been loud enough for me to hear it. And actually acknowledge it and know, like, I thought somebody walked in, because before I got the locks changed and everything, they could just come and go as they pleased. And it was weird. That's one of the main things that I've heard. But also things pushing me off the ladder, pushing me off the chairs.
What?
Things that they were not, I think it was Jack and then another spirit that were not the happiest with me getting the rooms redone. Mind you, we had to do everything. We had to build these walls. These walls did not look this nice. The door frames still need work, but we're working on it. And the floor needed redone, and we ripped out the ceiling. But it needed a lot of work, so I had to spend months here working on it. And we were almost done. We were painting. I was trying to paint the ceiling, and something like jerked the ladder really good to where I actually had to yell at Liz. I'm like, hey Liz, you need to come get this ladder. Like someone like pulled the leg.
Oh shit.
why it was underneath it. And mind you, we're almost done, and we're telling them we're almost done, and they just, I don't know. I don't even know for sure who did it.
Can I ask what time of day did that happen?
Nighttime. We usually
I was fixing to say, could you have been disturbing Jack's sleep?
That's actually a really big thing, because with the museum being closed and all the businesses closed at 6, we usually work after I get off work at 3. It would be like 4 o'clock all the way to like midnight. So you're not wrong. That could have been exactly what it was. But and then same thing, chairs moving. You go to step up on the chair and the chair jolts. But nothing
have you?
Well,
I'm sorry. Have you had that experience at any time during the day, or is it primarily at night?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually probably mostly at night. The most activity is actually towards the nighttime.
So they get more aggressive when perhaps you're disturbing the spirits who reside their sleep, and they're like, we are used to having this building quiet at this time. This is our rest time. This is our time. What the hell are you doing in here? Guess what? We're going to figure out a way to make you go. Now, you did tell them to knock that shit off, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, 100%. No injuring the owner of the museum.
Well, but do you get the sense that maybe like that they're actually cranky, or do you get the sense that maybe they're just trying to help and have moved objects in order to do that?
Actually, it's both. There's one spirit that is not friendly. Not friendly as not anything bad, not demonic, anything. We can push him along if we ever need to. Cranky. But yes, he's just cranky. And it's not actually Jack, because Jack actually confirmed that he is actually one of the ones that helped me. They do pick up a lot. I'm sorry, I just drew a blank. I just totally lost everything I was going to say. What did you ask me, Ryan?
There's one that is cranky that you were going to give us their name.
Yes, Activity. He actually messes stuff up in my museum. He turns the lights on for attention and stuff. And the other dolls and stuff, I don't think enjoy it as much, because we'll be like, did you turn on the lights for attention? Yes. And then also something weird that happened, I'll share with you guys. I might have told you at the Mysterious Mike and Sam Paracon last weekend, but one of my air conditioner units, I've got 3, one in all the main rooms, and the hallway doesn't have anything, but there's stand-up air conditioner units, quite big. One of them in Jack's room, so I think they was kind of framing Jack, because I blame Jack. I took all my anger out on Jack, and I apologized last night because we found out it wasn't Jack. And I don't know who it is, but the fan blades in the air conditioner, mind you, I do all the maintenance and everything on these things, but the fan blades in the air conditioner wound up on the outside of the air conditioner in the exhaust. And mind you, the fan blades are like this size. The exhaust thing is 1/2 inch by 1 inch, like a filter. So I don't know. And it completely destroyed that air conditioner unit. And they had all the lights on in the museum. So Liz actually saw it and showed up to turn the lights off, just thinking it was normal. And she heard the air conditioner just going crazy. You know, I was like, I was out of town. I was like, what do you mean the air conditioner is broken? I was like, okay, turn it off. I'll be there in just a minute. And we found out that the blades were out of the machine, and the whole fan had ruined itself, just completely ruined itself. But all the blades were on the outside. But luckily, that's why you have warranties, because this thing was only 3 months old. There's no reason for it to self-destruct. But the factory said that something could have gotten in it. I told him, I was like, bro, the exhaust fans go at a right angle all the way up the wall, and then at another right angle out the wall. So, yeah, sure, something got in it. Whatever. I didn't tell him we were in a new fan,
dude.
I like you're like, bro, listen.
Yeah.
Just let them honor the warranty, Kaden. Don't explain.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that is something major that's happened. I think the spirits turned on the lights to get our attention, because it would have been a fire hazard, which, mind you, those aren't running 24/7. We only turn them on Friday, Saturday, Sunday whenever we're here and going to open, because the building doesn't have any central heating air at the moment. But yeah, so now it's a little bit hotter in Jack's area, which also could have been retaliation, because Jack has actually been one of the main spirits to talk to us about all kinds of stuff, which is pretty neat. He's opened up a lot.
Well, I will say, if you stumble across anything that you don't want there, that is on the darker side, those are the ones that I collect.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I have my own little... I actually have a few that I was thinking about sending your way, because they're just... I don't feel like they need to be with me. They're too... This is going to sound funny. They're too nice.
No, some of them are like that. Yeah.
And
some of them have personalities.
I prefer, and it's not for anything kind of weird or anything that I do or whatnot. It's just I prefer to kind of be this caretaker for the more darker ones, so that because it's what I study. You know, I read into a whole lot of like demonology and stuff. So if you ever have any of the darker ones, I'd be happy to take them off your hands and hold on to them for you.
Yeah, for sure. That's actually a lot better, because the place I send them to in Colorado is like an occultist museum, and they put them all there, and the shipping's bigger. I can just send them to you and down in Texas. It'd be a lot easier. I can just bring them to you.
You can just bring them to me and I'll take them home.
Yes.
Because funny enough, me and Brenda, we have a little thing worked out here that I've told her. I'm like, you just behave. You be nice. I'll get you a glass box. So I'm getting her a glass box to put her in. And she's been very nice. And she's helped me corral the other spirits that I've brought in. So
yes, that's actually how I got all of them here, because my garage was getting a little intense. Like there's no air conditioner in the garage, so it already feels thick. But you could tell that they weren't happy for being in boxes and bags in the garage. And I told them all, I was like, just wait one more month. We're almost done with the museum. You guys just be chill. And mind you, the garage is in my Airbnb. It's outside my Airbnb. And whenever they start messaging me, telling that the lights keep coming on and off in the garage, I was like, okay, I have to have a talk with them. I don't need them jacking up my electric bill for fun.
Or scaring your Airbnb people off either.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, actually, I've had a renter in there for the past 3 months. He's about to leave, but I've got 5 mirrors in the Airbnb that are from different locations that I gathered, and they have some energy with them. So I would like to put them in the museum. I know.
I can never rent an Airbnb again. Y'all being all sneaky, putting haunted mirrors in places.
We would call it a science project. I just needed to see.
I am not allowed, my friend.
I think Kaden wants that guy out of there really bad, so he snuck in some haunted mirrors.
I love it. A science project. That's what I'm going to say about everything from now on. What is that for? It's a science project. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just collecting some evidence. Yeah. Let me know if anything weird happens. Yeah. He's a pretty chill guy. I didn't tell him though. But they were in there from whenever I lived in there, and then once I turned it into an Airbnb, I was like, oh, they can stay for a little bit, because I knew I was working on the museum, so it worked out pretty well. But I do need to get them and put them in the actual museum. It'd be a lot more beneficial here than there.
That's fucking hilarious.
So, Kaden, you have been in the paranormal for a while, and we've all investigated with you on more than one occasion, and you do get a lot of activity from the spirits. I've heard them audibly call your name standing in the halls of the Yorktown Memorial Hospital. That was not through a spirit box, that the voice came from down the hall calling for you. You get your name called an extraordinarily huge amount of the time. So what do you think this is? Obviously you're drawn to the paranormal, and the paranormal's drawn to you. Why do you think that is?
It's a science experiment.
Science experiment, yes, science, yes. But I think that they're drawn to me a little bit. I put off a little bit more energy, and I'd like to stay positive. I think that helps them. I got a little bit more energy, and I try to give it to them if they're able to take it, and not all of it, but I think that kind of helps them, because I do have a lot. Like whenever I come in here and we first turn on the spirit box, sometimes they'll say "Dad," and I'll be like, "Okay, hi." And they'll say my name and stuff. I think I put off a good energy that I think welcoming energy. I think it actually helps them want to talk and communicate a little bit more. Which, honestly, if anybody's watching this and I do ghost hunt with you, if I'm not talking, it's not because I don't like you or anything. It's just because I'm a quiet person. But if they're talking to me, then I'll try to talk to the ghosts. But I think that's what it is. I just put off a really good energy, and I think it helps them easy to communicate, I would say. And it works out in my museum. It works out.
Well, I will tell you that I do know that whenever you and I have run off together and things go nuts, that we get a lot of stuff going on. Maybe because it's your calm and I'm a freaking cat on crack. But we have had a lot of interesting paranormal experiences together. And again, Yorktown is the one that I think of. We're in the back room in the surgery area where you guys actually came out to get me. And you were picking up some of the strangest stuff because, again, you are a paranormal investigator first and a haunted museum owner second, right?
Yep, I record everything.
Yeah, and I thought it was very interesting that just the things that seemed drawn and attracted to you. So whenever you say you're getting items for your museum, these are items that you're personally choosing that you are drawn to, or that are drawn to you? Do you feel like they're drawn to you, or you're drawn to them?
I would say I'm drawn to them, and then once I pick them up and you can feel them, you kind of feel the energy like go back and forth between me and them, like kind of mingling, I guess, and it just feels right, if that makes sense. Like I was working with Ryan last weekend when we went to these different shops and stuff. I was picking up different dolls. I'm no, that one's okay. We don't want that one. Like, oh, we don't want that one. But it's just some of them you pick up and you're just like, this one's got a really good vibe. I think she'll match well. And I try to match it with all the other stuff because I don't want to bring anybody who's going to disrupt the flow of the museum. Because all that would do is just cause me more problems. But
well, Shirley, you can't go then.
I know. Yeah.
Well, so you were talking about, best stay home. So you were talking about Jack having his own religious space earlier. Now, if Jack is you said Jack was a preacher in his life. Is that what you said?
We believe so.
Right. So if he was so religious, has he talked to you about anything about the afterlife, and why hasn't he moved on to where he thinks he's supposed to go rather than stay in the museum?
I think generally my honest opinion, and I don't want anybody to be thinking anything else like this, and I don't mean it anyway, but we have found out that he is Indian. We believe he's Cherokee. We went through all the different tribes and he agreed, but he does not want to talk about being Indian. He does not agree that he's Indian. I think it might have been from that time period where they went to schools and got taught differently. So I think he's genuinely confused. We've just started working with him, and he's actually just started opening up because I feel bad, but I actually ignored him because I thought he was my problem spirit literally up until like last night. Me and Liz were in here working, and we were talking to him on the dowsing rods. He loves the dowsing rods. Yes, no questions. He'll be right there with you. But I think he's confused. I think he knows about religion and everything. I think he just kind of ended up being kind of a babysitter for the building because he did say that we have talked to him in other parts of the actual museum. And he's just kind of settled in my museum because it wasn't remodeled for almost 60 years. It was just dilapidated, falling down. The museum wasn't using it other than a haunted house space. And I think he put all of his energy and time into this area. And I think he just likes to stay here. I don't think he's ready to move on. We're still working on him, but I think religion-wise, I think he might be confused because I think he does believe he's native and has other cultural religions, but is confused on what he was taught.
Perhaps he was being indoctrinated, right?
Yeah. And then also his name is Jack. That's very, I don't mean to sound rude or anything, but that's very basic, something they would have given a kid that they
couldn't say their given name.
Have family or anything.
Yeah. Especially if you're being kind of assimilated in, so to speak.
So
yes, we're talking about this and I'm freezing.
It's okay. So you actually were telling us before we got started that you actually had brought something fascinating in that, I know in particular that I would probably find it fascinating. Is there more than one?
Yes, I've got one.
First of all, you've never shown this before, right? This is a brand new item to your museum.
Yes, it's brand. Sorry, I was talking to Liz. She's gonna hand it to me. This is actually, I told her I would plug her because we need all the help we can get. Local businesses, Oklahoma, But her name's Eternal Autumn. Her name's Deanna Tripler, and she's actually the one who donated these to me. And it's got a crazy story. I told her I had a serial killer section, and she actually came to my museum to look at my serial killer area. And she said, "Hey, I've got something for you. It's going to blow your mind." I'm like, okay, what is it? I was like, I've been paranormal a long time. Not many things can blow my mind. Okay. Well, whenever she was a child, like 16, 17, 18, I believe, I might be getting this wrong. Deanna, if you're watching this, I apologize. But I could be butchering all this. But she actually gave me like 45 pen pal letters with the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What the hell, dude?
Yes.
Dude.
She was pen pals with him. And then, this amulet that he was always wearing? She actually, like right there. That's the amulet that's been like redrawn over.
Oh my god!
Dude, well, I would say I don't know, like a random pair of pants or a belt buckle, not handwritten pen pal notes.
He even sent her. Yes, he even sent her birthday cards and stuff.
Turn
and
that
vice
up just
versa.
a little bit more, Kaden. Turn that up. Angle it upwards. There you go.
Sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Holy crap!
Oh my
man.
god, dude! That thing's got to have some kind of energy coming off of it for sure.
It does. It does. It's really interesting. I actually just got it from her last weekend.
Whoa.
Okay. Yeah. So obviously by this point you have read everything in that, correct?
I actually have not. I've only read a few of them. I know, guys.
Wait, what?
I know. It's such a neat artifact. I really need to spend more time with it. I've been so busy at work and everything.
Yeah, we get it.
But
I think I would make time to read pen pal letters from
Richard Ramirez. Yeah.
I know, missed opportunity. I'm gonna do it. I'll keep you guys posted.
Okay,
there's 45 of them, I believe.
I have to get up there to see that now because
they're really cool.
That has to be a pretty big collection. How many? She got 9 or 10 in there?
There's like 45 of the actual letters, or 43, something like that.
Oh my god!
I only flipped through a few of them, but there's actually like a bunch.
There's a whole bunch, yeah.
Yes, they're going to be on display. I'm going to make it its own little area in our serial killer objects area, so she can actually. I'm going to put her name on it because it's on loan. I have a bunch of items that are on loan from people, and you can read them. She doesn't mind. She wants everybody to read them. Just know that it's a really cool thing, and she really is happy to share it. And I actually really appreciate her letting me display it for her.
Dude, that is crazy.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
She's got a little shop. She's got a little shop where she sells, it says Gothic art and curated peculiars. And her shop is right up everybody's alley. If everybody's watching this, if you come visit me, she'll give you a private tour of her house. She lives in Halloween all year round. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
But she posted that she had these, and I was just like, I messaged her. I was like, what is that? How did you get those? Because I was looking at some Manson letters online, and I was like, how did you get Richard Ramirez letters? But she told me the story, and I'm like, there's no way. And then she's like, yeah, come by the museum, and I'll come by the shop, and she'll show me. Once I did, I was like, this is absolutely crazy. It's a lot of them, and they're really cool. They're really cool. Her parents didn't know. She knew they had a pen pal, but they didn't know who she was pen pal.
Who it was? Jesus.
Hey, by the way, Mom and Dad.
Yeah. She's gotten them verified and everything. It's really cool. It's a really cool object.
Yeah, mind blown.
Her mom. You know her mom several times. Honey, your pen pal wrote you today. Here's a letter. Little does she know it's fucking Richard Ramirez. Yeah. Holy crap. So what other serial killer items do you have in the museum?
Yes, we've got, I've actually got a radio from Charlie Manson, and we've got newspaper articles from different people. I wrote them all down. Gacy, whenever he got arrested, Mason, plus the Sharon Tate killers, newspaper articles. I have a bunch of newspaper articles because they're easy to find and they're actually really cool. They just take up wall space rather than bookshelf space. Dahmer, Bundy. I got a really cool one of Ted Bundy where it's talking about him getting electrocuted. Sorry, I don't know if you can say that on Facebook or not.
You can say that.
Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah.
You're talking about his history, yes.
Okay, good. And then
we said way worse on here.
I know, I believe you. The Son of Sam killer. And
Berkowitz,
the Bliska Axe Murder House. Yes, the Bliska Axe Murder House. I got quite a few of those, and some of them are actually really cool. When you read the history, they're talking about like insurance claims and stuff, and it just gives you a whole new angle of like, this doesn't make any sense.
And these are the actual articles, the original papers
from the days, the 80s, 90s, 70s, whenever they were the actual day it happened, whatever that was happened, and the newspaper was released. It's actually really cool, really cool. It's just a little thing on the wall, and then I give a little bio about who the killer was, why they went to prison, stuff like that. Some more information on them, because some people don't know who the people are. Which there's a lot more.
Dude, I can't freaking wait to get the hell up there. And
I know.
Because
I've got all kinds of stuff. I'm not even like, I've got all kinds of stuff.
So you've got the dolls, you've got the religious room, you've got the serial killer artifacts, the occult items. Is there anything else that we're missing in your museum?
You want to show us?
Or anything else you want to show us?
I've got quite a bit of stuff. I've got a whole collection of handmade dolls. Massive collection. They put off a lot of energy.
Yeah, they do. The tallest one on the top shelf.
Yes. Which one?
The tallest one on the top shelf
in the
on
yellow
the center. The one You're pointing at her right now. Nope.
Yeah.
Dead
that
center.
One. That one.
Yes.
For whatever reason, I don't like her. Like, she makes me uncomfortable.
Yes, that's Gloria. She's actually a handmade Mexican stomping doll, I believe is what it's called. It's kind of like you know, for a kid's birthday, you buy it the little baby cake and they smash cake.
Yeah.
That's what the kid is supposed to do to it. They're supposed to smash it. It's kind of just like a ceremonial thing, parade
How
item.
violent.
Yes, I actually found it at a really cool store. And once she told me the history of it, because a lot of Kaden's Curiosities, some of them are just stories of really neat things and history items and stuff. But we've got tons of handmade dolls. This is a handmade Amish no-face doll, which is pretty neat. She's got a little boy spirit connected to her, which is a little bit different, but who knows? We're still working on it. We actually just found that out last night. It's pretty neat. But
wait, why would there? Now this one I am not familiar with. An Amish no-face doll.
Yes, they don't put faces on it. I don't know if it's religion.
Is it
I might be wrong.
Okay.
Someone in the comments might know. They don't want the girls.
Thing.
They don't want the girls to kind of like they see a Barbie's pretty. They want the girls to know that you don't have to look this way to be pretty, basically.
Yeah.
So they don't put faces on them.
So let's creep them out. Yeah.
Yeah, by not putting any faces on
Way
them.
better option. Real quick, do any of your handmade dolls have human hair?
I'm not that I believe so. But the Lincoln County Pioneer History Museum does have one that has human hair in it.
I might have one for you, Kaden. I might have one for you.
That'd be really cool, Shelly. That'd be really cool. I can display it and I put your name on it. Whenever people send me stuff, I put their name on it with little tags saying who contributed it and that it's on loan from their personal collection. Mm-hmm. But yes, we've got I got prayer books. I got a whole collection of them, and it's actually really cool because people write in them. We've got over 10 Bibles and stuff, and then we've got random objects from around the U.S. and also around the world. Like this is one Liz just brought me. This one's from Romania, Europe. It's just a jar of dirt. I know.
I bet that's vampire grave dirt.
Could be.
Romania?
It could.
Fucking Shelly.
It very well could be. But I've got
I think
three
it
of them
could
in the
be.
collection.
Why else would people take random dirt from Romania? It had to have been used in some kind of ceremony or something like that. And more than likely, it's off a vampire grave. That's what I'd go with, Kaden.
Yeah, you could be good. It's from 2014, so it's fairly new vampire dirt, fairly new. But the other one I do is like from the 80s.
It could be from a very old vampire grave, though. It's just new to the container.
That's actually a neat topic. I could probably look it up, especially if I contact the lady again. But we've got over 1,000 crystals, rocks, stuff like that. The dolls. We have bricks from haunted locations. We have an item from the Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs. Item from the Ohio State Reformatory. We actually, from Dallas, Texas, have an autopsy camera that was used by the coroner's office whenever they were going to collect the bodies. Evidence camera, basically. From police auctions and stuff, which is actually pretty cool. I've got all kinds of items, guys. Oh gosh,
how old is that camera?
It's old. It's old. Probably, I'd say 70s, 80s, 90s, something like that.
Okay.
I don't know off the top of my head. I have to go read
I'm
it.
just thinking what potential. I mean, what could the lens of that camera or that camera's eye actually seen?
I've actually got a few cameras.
Now, I have a friend who did this experiment, and I thought it was a brilliant experiment. They got a really old camera, and they put in film in it, and they put it in a completely dark room and just started clicking the flash, and they actually had an image appear on it, on a piece of the film, and what they got looked like a person, but there was no one in the room, and they were actually trying to get the camera to show them what it saw.
I think I've actually heard of an experiment.
Have you heard of that experiment?
Where they use old cameras like that for that.
I think you should give that a try with that. That camera's got to have a lot of trauma to it. Now, you'll have to look up the exact setup and how to do it and everything.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But what an interesting experiment to try. And then if you get something good, you could display it right next to that old camera.
Yes. And we also, we've got all kinds of stuff. We've got medical equipment going back all the way to the 1800s. We've got actual medical equipment that you are more than welcome to sit on if you would like. We've got a restraint chair that was used for barber, dentist, medical, and then also 2 autopsy tables. or tables, whatever you wanted to use them for, because back then they were used for everything. Those are really big things, and you're more than welcome to sit on them if you come and look at them. They're actually pretty wicked. They look like something you'd see in like the Yorktown Memorial Hospital. It's just creepy, like out of a book. Yes. Cabinets and stuff. We actually have furniture pieces from all of our bigger stuff. The museum has contributed, and they're letting me show for them. So we appreciate that very much.
That's really cool.
Hey,
I just did not know the level and the amount of things that you had, because you talked to us a lot about the dolls. I mean, that's what you talked to us a lot about. But I'm going to tell you, you've had, this has just got me thinking now, you've had the Richard Ramirez letters in your building for over a week now, correct?
Yes.
And you've had an uptick in activity. Do you think there's any chance that there could be some residual energy for him, because he took the time to write those? He poured his energy into those. Do you think perhaps you might have a little bit of his energy hanging around that might be upsetting your other residents of your museum?
It could be very well. Jack, the residential guy, is not happy about something, and we're trying to figure it out. But things like that happen all the time. I believe it. Everything that I have puts off energy one way or another. It puts off energy, and you just kind of feel the vibe. And the letters do feel really heavy, really heavy. I'm really excited to read all of them. But if Deanna was here, she would tell you she knows identical everything that's in the letters, and they're really cool. But I do agree, it could have some not so positive energy, and it could be affecting the other people. It's just really neat thing overall. A lot of the objects do carry just a lot of energy. They don't have spirits with them. Not everything has a spirit with them, but a lot of them do just have positive energy, just blunt energy. A lot of them are trigger objects to talk to spirits that might have passed on. Like I've got a few things from my own personal house. The owner sadly passed away, and I kept some of his belongings just out of respect. I didn't want to just throw them away. I mean, I did get rid of a bunch of the stuff, but I kept a bunch of the little stuff, and I have them on display, and he comes through quite often whenever he wants to talk about something, usually house related. Like he told me I had a water leak before I even knew I had a water leak.
That's
really
helpful.
Interesting guy. Yes, really interesting guy. And he's confused. He's looking for his daughter, and I've been trying to explain to him that, it's hard, but yeah, a lot of the objects are trigger objects to talk to different stuff or channel energy into different things as well.
So that becomes my next question, Kaden. When I come to your haunted museum, Kaden's Kuriosities in Chandler, Oklahoma, am I allowed to bring my own spirit box?
Yes, you can bring all your ghost hunting equipment, everything you want to bring. We actually have spirit boxes. It's actually behind me on the shelf where it stays. We have spirit boxes going 24/7 while people are here, visitors are here. And we tell them, like, hey, when you walk into the doll room, say hi. You don't have to do it in every room, but say hi when you go into the doll room. Most likely a spirit will say hi back. And it's actually really cool. It's really neat. Or they'll say their name. Cool. It's really neat experience.
That is something I have not seen in a haunted museum, where you can walk in and there's a spirit box running.
Yes, I'm trying to just be, well, the whole point of Kaden's Kuriosities is to teach and educate. It's nothing spooky, nothing scary. We're just trying to inform the public that be open-minded. There are spirits out there. Some of them are good, some are bad. They're just trying to talk, communicate. They might need help as well. I've had a few spirits that needed help crossing over. But we're just here to inform and teach people, and hopefully we don't get a bad rap. But we're just here trying to inform and teach everybody, hopefully. But we do have ghost hunting at nighttime, after hours, 9 to 1 a.m. If you're interested in that, please message me, and we can get you set up for that. And you can bring all the equipment you want. You've got free access to Kaden's Kuriosities, and it's a really neat thing. We appreciate it. The ghost hunting for sure is a lot of fun, you guys. The 5 spirits that talk always answer, and they're really cool.
I mean, what time are
there? What, Shelly?
Say it again, Shelly.
I said, what time are we leaving to go there, gentlemen?
You let me know. I'm down.
Y'all got a busy schedule.
I can be ready when we get off the air.
That's another.
We can make it happen.
Yeah. If people message me in advance from out of state, we're more than happy accommodating. I have an Airbnb that's the next town over. It's about 10 minutes away, 10, 15 minutes away. And if it's open and available, I can get you into a place to stay on such short notice, if that helps. But we do
You
also
are
have some
a full
hotels.
service museum, Kaden.
We're trying. We need the business, and it helps for sure. I've actually had some people do that last weekend, and it was actually worked out pretty well because the Airbnb side worked out and the museum side worked out. But like I said, they do speak. They do like to talk. The ghosts are very chatty. They will talk to you, and they love dowsing rods. I think they're getting used to the spirit boxes, but the dowsing rod, yes, no questions. They're 100% there. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Oh yeah.
Is there okay? So, is there anything else that you want to tell us about the museum? Anything other than what you've told us that might make your museum a little different, a little special? Because it obviously is. You've obviously already told us some really cool things. You have some really, really exciting items in there. So, why come to your museum? Why should I drive to Chandler, Oklahoma? No, besides the fact you can get me into an Airbnb.
Chandler, Oklahoma is right in the middle of the whole Oklahoma. Lincoln County is right in the middle. It's in between Oklahoma City and Tulsa. So it's right off the interstate, right off the highway. 66 actually goes right in front of the museum. So if you're taking a 66 tour, stop by, let us know. But it's a beautiful museum. The building's wonderful. The Pioneer History Museum next door is absolutely wonderful. You get that. That one runs off of donations. So come in, give them a donation. You're more than welcome. It's 4 buildings, plus Kaden's Curiosities over here is one of the buildings. And you get that whole museum. Go walk around. They do have some trigger objects that are really cool, which one day, hopefully, I'll be able to showcase them a little bit more. But I highly recommend going visiting them. Kaden's Curiosities, it's small, but it's really mighty. It's got quite a few spirits that would love to talk to everybody. But in the middle of Oklahoma, it's pretty simple. If you're ever passing through, just hit us up, and we would love to get you in here for sure. We also do horror movie nights on Saturday nights, every first and third Saturday. But for October, we're going to do every Saturday. We'll be doing a Halloween movie, like Halloween Michael Myers. We're going to do one every Saturday. And then we are having a Halloween party on the 31st. All the money goes to help Kaden's Curiosities, and then also some of it will be donated to the Lincoln County Pioneer History Museum for letting us use their event space. They've got a larger event space than I do, and hopefully it works out pretty well. I think the town is going to enjoy it. I hope so. It's just fun. It's just fun and games. If you want to see some spooky, cool stuff that's not scary, come here for sure.
I love that. So now that you've told us why to come, tell us, how do we get in contact with you?
Yes, we have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It's all the same. YouTube, we just started YouTube. We're not doing much there, but all my ghost hunting travels from the past 9 years, I've been working on uploading them. My brother's helping me because I'm not that tech savvy. Tech savvy.
Obviously, we can see.
The words hard. Words hard.
Yeah.
But
they do be.
Yes, everything I've gotten from Yorktown Memorial Hospital to the Old Park Hotel to the Alamo are all going to be on that YouTube. We're working on it. My brother is going through and finding cool things to post on there. But YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Kaden's Curiosities. Find us on Facebook as well. We're on everything. I wasn't going to do everything because I get confused, but I do really like it. I enjoy it. I love the people messaging me, talking about items they have. I really enjoy talking to the public people. So go like and follow us everywhere. We really appreciate everyone's support. And that's
Kaden's Curiosities. Curiosities is spelled with a K. Kaden is spelled with a K. And if you want to book ghost hunting, message Kaden at Kaden's Curiosities.
Yes.
Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all of that?
Yes, ma'am. All of it. All of it.
All righty. Well, that is fantastic. And I guess, Blake, with that, why don't you tell them everything they need to know about us?
Okay, sounds good. A few announcements here. If you want to support the show directly, check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/EDP podcast. For just $5 a month, you'll unlock over 450 Patreon exclusive videos, including the pre and post broadcast, which are the 30 minutes before and the 30 minutes after this live broadcast. So you are getting an additional hour with us each week. Your support from this goes directly back to the show and towards the adventures that we bring you week after week. And if you are not sure about joining Patreon, try it risk-free with our 7-day free trial. Make sure you stay connected with us. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and many more by searching Everything Vaguely Paranormal and looking for the Grand Sound Wave. And remember, you can catch us live every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube. A couple more chances to meet us in person. October 18th, we will be partnering with the Gray County Historical Museum in Longview, Texas, to lead their annual Haunted Walk downtown, where we lead you around and tell you all the stories about why downtown Longview, Texas is so haunted. Afterwards, we will be leading an investigation on the inside of the Gray County Historical Museum, and tickets for that are currently on sale and being purchased. We only have 15 available, and I think, I don't remember actually how many have been bought. So go check that out. November 22nd, we will be at the KMFA Austin studio in Austin, Texas for the Strange and Extraordinary Fest 2025, along with the Theories of Third Kind podcast, MD Pair House, Night Owl podcast, Brandon Hodge, and of course our good friends Damian Shalacy and Nicole Ricardo with Parapeculiar Museum of Haunted Items. Tickets for that can be purchased at strangeextraordinaryfest.com. We do have one more that we are wrapping up for an appearance in Texas, and we will let you know about once we do confirm those details. So make sure you are subscribed to our Eventbrite page to be notified when our public investigation tickets go on sale. So to make all of this easier, we've added all these links to our link tree, which will be on the Everything Vaguely Paranormal Facebook and X profiles Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, as well as in all of our show notes for you audio listeners, or you can search linktr.ee/Everything Vaguely Paranormal. We are grateful for your continued support. Every like, comment, share, and download keeps the adventures alive. So if you have a favorite episode, share it with your friends. One of the easiest things you can do to help out our show and its rankings, if you have a Spotify account, head over there and simply download our episodes. That's it, as well as leaving us a review. That goes for Apple Podcasts or wherever you're listening from. If you have a story, comment, or question, or you would like to be a guest on the show or have us as guests on your show, you can email us at the edppod@gmail.com. That's THEEDPPOD@gmail.com.
Go like, share, and subscribe to that YouTube page. Hit that thumbs up button. Give us a like and leave us a review.
So for Everything Vaguely Paranormal, I'm Ryan Roberts. These are my partners in the paranormal, Mr. Blake Smith and Miss Shelley Pruitt. And special thanks to our buddy Kaden Spruill.
He almost made it.
He almost got
for coming on. Kaden Spruill for coming on this week. Love you, buddy. Thanks again, and we will see y'all next Tuesday.
Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.